I have decided to condemn myself today and watch Star Trek Next Generation Season 1. Now, let me lay my cards out on the table. I've seen all of TOS, which is my favorite show, seen all of Enterprise, and I've seen pretty much all of Next Gen from Season 3 on. So I've never seen Seasons 1 and 2 until today. Now, I know they are notoriously shit, so I'm expecting to be a little underwhelmed. I've seen bits and pieces of them here and there, but I've never sat down and watched an entire episode of either Season 1 or Season 2. So this should be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I know a little about the production in that it was very, very troubled because of Gene Roddenberry's involvement and sort of being a bit of a taskmaster and taking everything under his own wing and trying to do everything himself and take control of the writers. But aside from that, this should be interesting watch through. So let's see how it goes, starting with the first episode and count at Farpoint. We split this into 2 videos, starting with the first half. So let's get into it. That's a nice shot. I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of the design of the D. I don't know, it looks really weird to me. I hated it when I was a kid. It's definitely grown on me though, but still.
Meanwhile, I am becoming better acquainted with my new command, this Galaxy-class USS Enterprise.
Okay, so Picard's just got command of the Enterprise. He's just got command of the D. Still feeling out the D. Oh, there he is. The legend himself. That was a terrible effect, my goodness. These people spraying him down off out of frame. I mean, that was they have great chemistry, but that was a very weird scene. It's interesting to see Data in, I guess Data's in navigation there and not in con like he usually is, or the other way around. Because Data's usually in the left chair. I really do get the sense of how massive this ship is and how many people are on it. So Picard's plan here is just they separate the ship and the saucer section goes off to Farpoint and the drive section just hangs out with the orb thing here. What is going on? She's overdoing it a little bit, I think. Oh no, not this again. The fire extinguisher is off camera. That was a pretty cool effect. How did they do that? It's pretty seamless.
What I was saying was, I'll be damned.
And those are some good-looking apples.
There was another selection
Wow.
here.
Grapper, I
Literally.
could have sworn this wasn't here a minute ago.
Perfect apples.
And did
Nice.
your failure to notice it? You have been told not to do that. Why can't
So there's
you
somebody or something is just make stuff appear.
suspicion?
Oh yes, the infamous Wesley Crusher.
If you're wondering about Mom, Commander Riker, she's not unfriendly. She's just shy around men she doesn't know.
Wesley,
What a little line.
he would like us to be friends.
Oh, I'm willing, Doctor.
The command structure.
So it's whatever they wish comes true. Sweet.
Remarkably happened to have exactly what you...
Lieutenant LaForge reporting the Enterprise arriving, but without the saucer sections.
Star drive section.
And so,
What happened?
so where did the saucer section go while the battle or the drive section was dealing with Q?
Idea. Thank you.
They were just screwing around, hiding with all the families aboard.
Riker, WT reporting.
Why won't he even look at him? Why is he being so standoffish?
All set up, sir.
I guess he has to portray a sense of superiority and command when first meets his first officer. So they're showing footage from the show. I hate it when they do that. It's a whole highlight reel.
Not exactly a run-of-the-mill happening.
Why is he being so weird? I guess it's their first time meeting, so he's going to be a little uncomfortable around. They're going to be a little weird with each other. Really, it's just Picard being weird. He's testing Riker, I guess. I'm amazed they separated this off from the first episode. I thought it was going to be something they would keep as a big reveal a bit later on, but... I mean, I've always noticed something they could do, but... I guess it's a bit of a gimmick they wanted to show straight away. It's a cool little thing.
Starfleet has given me a ship with children aboard.
Yes, sir.
And I don't feel comfortable with children.
This is a very strange request.
Captain needs an image of geniality.
If you got some reason you want my atoms scattered all over space, boy.
No, sir. But at your age, sir, I thought you shouldn't have
I
to
didn't
put
know
up with
about
the time
this.
and trouble of a shuttlecraft.
Hold it right there, boy.
Forrest Kelly.
Sir?
What about my age?
137 years after.
137
Starfleet
years.
records. Vulcans are an advanced and most honorable race.
So this would have come out before, in between Star Trek 4 and 5.
Yes, sir.
Wow, this is... Because I know they used some next-gen sets for those, the 5 and 6. Wow, it's there's something very appropriate about having him in this episode. It's like a handing off of the torch. So I'm going to cut it off there because we're running a little long, about halfway through the two-parter now. And my first impressions, obviously I can't solidify my opinions because we're only halfway through, but it's definitely a little rough. The characters feel like hollow versions of what I know they will become. The only character really that feels like himself is Q. I mean, he's more menacing here than he becomes later on for sure, because, you know, if I was a kid in 1987 watching this for the first time, I'd be thinking, well, Q's a pretty big deal. He's a lot like, actually, he's very similar to Trelane from the Squire of Gothos episode of the original series. I just realized, I'm sure other people have noticed that before, but no, he's this all-powerful being, and it's kind of probably difficult to write for that sort of thing. But the story itself, just we haven't really gotten to anything interesting thus far. We have the little teases at Farpoint Station with what's going on there. This sort of things magically appear to what the characters want. The wishes are granted, and it's the mystery of Farpoint Station that is tied in with the trial that Q is putting humanity on. So I guess those two plot lines are going to weave together at the end, but I don't know, we'll have to see. But I enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't great. I mean, the production design is excellent. The direction was unique, I would say. They definitely were trying some interesting things with the camera movements and stuff. But it's just the acting was really wooden. I mean, even Patrick Stewart, who is a fantastic actor. I mean, all the characters become very good, but they were all just kind of shallow in this first episode. It's first episode, you know, it's to be expected. The actors have to feel and sort of iron out their characters. It takes some time, and that's totally understandable. You know, Data was he just felt very odd, you know? It's just because I have the benefit of knowing what comes later on. Riker was pretty authentic to how he is. But Picard was very weird with Riker. He was very standoffish. But he was just testing him. I guess they just met for the first time. But anyway, I'm excited to see it. Well, excited. I'm interested to see how this wraps up in the second part. It will be something. But until then, thanks for watching.